All right, all right, all right. What's up to everyone watching this on the replay? I'm Truckerjim coming to you from Memphis. Well, actually, not quite. I'm actually in West Memphis, which is in Arkansas. But the Mississippi River, I might could even fly my drone to it. I mean, like, we're really, really close. And Memphis is just on the other side where the Bass Pro Pyramid is. But I just got a nice shower because all of a sudden, I really ain't in that big of a hurry for the next couple of days. But I'm gonna take a little bit of an extended break. I'm gonna be shutting down near Nashville, Tennessee later today after I deliver. And I'll be headed up to Louisville in the morning, picking one up, going to, if you guys have been watching me a while, you probably already know where it's going to. It's going to Houston. But I'm kind of hungry, guys. I haven't ate anything yet, and it's lunchtime. So why don't we hop in the truck? I can't do a little cool transition like an edited video, make a whoosh and show up because, you know, this is just being recorded with the cell phone. But we've got a few choices of what we can have for lunch today. And I don't know. Maybe I'll start bitching about something here in a little bit. I think some people like that. I wish I didn't, but it is kind of funny when I watch it back on the replay. This is my tripod that I use. It's best used with, you know, my big camera, but it's got this little attachment here for my cell phone. And the cool thing about it is I pull that out and this goes right back, whoop, right back up in there, and it's held with a magnet so it don't fall out. It's pretty freaking cool. And then that locks back in. This can be like a weight to hold a camera bag so it's more steady. But to put it, where can I sit this? I know we got a glare there, but to take this tripod down, it is a matter of seconds. We just open up each one of these little, I don't know if that's a clip or what, but it's pretty quick. You just flip it and then they all collapse and we are ready to go. What's up, Chasing America? How are you guys? Let me get in the truck. Yeah, last time I talked to you guys, Chasing America, y'all were in discussions with NFI about joining the new family on that that bread account out of Kansas City. I hear that's probably the best money-making account that NFI has, from what I hear, especially doing teaming. Y'all could kill it. Let me know how that's going, or if, I don't know, I'm over promoting it wasn't as good, but that's what I've been hearing. But, you know, I've never personally worked on it before. But let's see. If you guys want to say anything to me, anybody, not just Chasing America, pop it in now while I'm doing that. And can I get an audio check? Hopefully my audio is good. I'm using the little wireless deal. But my tripod, since I'm probably just going to use this phone mount while I'm here in the truck, I'll go ahead and put it up. It has its own little bag that it fits very snugly in. And I'm not going to get into a what's in my camera bag video, but this is my new camera bag, and this thing is freaking awesome. I got my drone in it, my DSLR camera, like 4 lenses, a bunch of batteries, and other stuff. But boom, there it goes. But for lunchtime, I know we're gonna be using the air fryer. It's like I'm at a wedding. Do I want chicken or fish? I'm thinking fish, because I had a piece of chicken last night. But here's how easy it is to cook something healthy, truck drivers, in your truck. And yes, this air fryer was not free, and this tuna steak I'm getting ready to cook was not free, and the avocado I'm going to chop up and eat It wasn't free, but they didn't cost very freaking much. And today, I have yet to take my wallet out of my pocket. And I hadn't done Apple Pay with my watch either, meaning I have not spent a penny today. And I doubt I will. But for the air fryer, it is very, very simple. For those of you that are not using it yet, you do have to plug it in though. And it comes to life. Now I just hit air fry, start. And it's at 400 degrees. And it's on. That's pretty easy, huh? Now this is my factory installed refrigeration unit. And yes, that we will not be drinking anything out of that jug right there. God damn it. My jalapenos and my butter fell out. Y'all probably heard me bitch. I mean, I'm thankful to have a refrigerator because all the drivers with new trucks of NFI don't have one. But, you know, this groove here is the place where you got 3 different choices of where you can put a shelf so you can organize your food in there. Which I've got, you know, some boiled eggs, some blueberries, some cheese, there's some olives. Under here, some avocados and some limes and guacamole. And I got one little shelf for butter. These others are supposed to have shelves. Man, I wish I had that one there so that freaking mustard and barbecue sauce would stop being out of my way. But it's kind of hard to really organize it. You just shove it in there and sometimes it falls out. But I do have a freezer. There's our chicken breast. I like getting these that are individually wrapped because when I have one later, I can lay it out and I can cook it from being thawed instead of, you know, being frozen. But these tuna steaks right here, ahahi, wild caught tuna. Not raised in a shit pond, wild caught. That's what I usually look for. These tuna steaks, they were not expensive. I think this bag was, what is it, 3 of them in there? Was around $5, $6. And you're gonna see my reaction of how good they are. And I'll check your comments once we get this going because it takes a few minutes to cook. But this is very easy operation. And you know, if I didn't have this set up, I would get like pizza and chicken wings from the Flying J or frickin' corn dog or something like that. I'm gonna get that bigger one there. Or go in there and Denny's, and then man, restaurants, everything they want to serve you is so loaded with carbs and sugar. And I know some of you may be tired of me talking about that. But the reason is my body has inflammation when I have processed food and I start hurting and my belly swells up real big and I don't feel as good. When I eat like you guys hear me talking about on my videos and what you're seeing now, I feel pretty freaking good for a man that's knocking on the door of 50 years old with my funky cool t-shirt. I probably even got some abs showing and I'm feeling better than I did in my 30s. But I was married in my 30s, so that may have something to do with it. All right. Now, our tuna steak is out of the pack. This is so simple, guys. We'll get a little coconut oil and there's some pepper and some salt. And all we're gonna do is this is heated up. Okay, that is counting down. So when that happens, we're gonna take our time back up to probably 12 minutes. It won't take any longer than that to cook this. We open it up. This is tougher to do with one hand. When you're doing this at home or in your truck, you can use both. Now what I'm gonna do is just dust it with a little salt, a little pepper, and a little coconut oil. I know there's a little bit of glare right there, guys. Maybe this will, yeah. Sorry. Okay, so the coconut oil, I'm just doing it with my finger. Just kind of wetting the top of the tuna steak. But the air fryer, the way it works, there's like real hot air circulating around in here, and it starts cooking it from the outside and works its way in. But boom, there we go. That's all I gotta do. That's it. And now we close it, and it starts counting down. In a minute, it'll, I don't know, it'll say something about turn your food. The key to cooking perfect meals in your air fryer is a meat thermometer. There is a link for the best one I've ever found. It's only $12. It's in the description of this video, and it's this meat thermometer right here that comes on when you open it up. It closes when you cut it off. I mean, what more can you ask for? It takes a little watch battery. We'll use that as we get closer to done time. And while we're waiting on that, if you guys aren't eating avocado, I recommend you start eating avocado. I know it kind of looks like baby shit, especially if it's an overripe one, but they're so freaking good for you. And my stomach was kind of bothering me a little bit earlier, and usually when I feel a little discomfort in my stomach, instead of reaching for a pill to take, I usually reach for an avocado, slice it up and open it up, and it seems like it provides a little bit of comfort for my belly. Now to do this, where is my spoon? You know, this Volvo has some storage, but these small little things that go deep, it's hard to keep them organized because, I don't know, you're just reaching back in there and grabbing for what you're looking for. We've got a spoon, our little tool, and a knife. All right. There's also, I think I put a link for this. It's like $7 on Amazon. But I don't quite have the view I was wanting. All right, that'll work. Here's how it works. We got an avocado. We got this. Look. Go around. You don't even have to take the little sticker off. I made it back around. I do a little shimmy, and that separates it. Now we have two halves. This can be a little tricky to get out if you don't have one of these, but look at that. Boom. It goes right on it. Give it a little twist. Let me put the other one down. Give it a little twist, and it don't work because I'm on video. Come on now. Well, shit. I was a little off-centered, and this one seems kind of buried in the avocado. That's the first time that's happened. Okay. If you don't have one of those, what you can do is take a knife, stick it in there, and break this motherfucker all apart is what I'm doing. That was not the intention. All right. Why are you so hard to get out, avocado seed or husk? Okay, now, once you get that out, I like using a spoon. So it works like perfectly. You can go all around the edges and boom. There you go. There's a little bit left right there. If I wasn't talking and doing this, I usually don't make near the mess that I'm doing for you. But hey, maybe you'll make a mess the first time too, so I am preparing you. All right, so now we got 2 avocado pieces. When you're doing stuff like this, I have found it is better to clean as you go instead of make a big old mess that you have to clean up. Because a lot of times that mess may remain if that is the case. But on the avocado, now some people get all fancy and, I don't know, do lime juice. I don't necessarily need to do that. I just cut it up in little slices on here on my cutting board. And that's about it. Or a little sea salt and pepper, you know, can be good on there. We'll do that and make it better. But just naked and That is really good. It tastes so clean. Now let's check on our fish. That is nowhere near done. The meat thermometer comes with a little, it's not really an instruction book, but it's a little temperature guide for the different meats or meat temperatures. Like for an example, if you wanted a steak cooked medium, get it to 145 degrees, take it off. If you're cooking chicken, you want it done 165 degrees. Once it reaches that and the thickest part, take it off. Very, very simple. And then, you know, let it sit for a couple minutes and it finishes cooking. Man, I don't even need salt, but we'll give it a little since it's pink Himalayan sea salt. But yeah, this tuna will be ready in just a couple of minutes. And heck, we've been going on 16 minutes this whole time. So I'd say 15 minutes or less, you can have a very healthy meal in your truck that you can shop in grocery stores, you know, depending upon your situation, do it on your home time. You kind of gambling depending upon the Walmart that you go to, because I don't know, I think Walmart and Michelin and Houston have got together. Assholes. All right, let me check your comments. Ooh, we got a bunch of them. But Big Long Dong Don Slonger is first on the list. What's up, Don? And then we got Justin Graves. How are you, buddy? Tommy Creamer. I am in a Volvo. And Chasing America, Paul. He's doing a live load watching me. Jim Greaves. Big Houston. Tony Truman. Smooth Operator. Okay, Chasing America says they are not trucking anymore. They are at home. Both of you? Or just you, Candace? All right, I've got good audio. That is so exciting right there. It is such a buzzkill when I'll go back and watch one of these on the replay and the audio sucks. I just throw a little fit in my own head. Tommy Creamer asked, what happened to Kenny Wayne? Well, the original Kenny Wayne, me and Elvis started teaming and they wanted to give us a new Freightliner. And we were like, we'll think about it. And then Kenny Wayne broke down, so we said yes and kept rolling. And then I've got like Kenny Wayne's cousin. I forget what that truck number was. I didn't have it too long. I thought I was going to have it like for quite some time and set it up. But NFI decided they wanted to sell it right away. And, you know, I had to get out of it like I don't know, the day before Christmas or something like that when I was up in Pennsylvania. And shortly, you know, and I had to drive one of the new blue Volvos, like the regional driver truck or whatever they call them. And I raised hell, and they ended up giving me this one to make up for it. And, you know, I'm getting used to it. There's a lot of cool things about a Volvo. Bill Bear. All right. Too Tall Rob. All right, I'm caught up on the comments. That's what we're looking like right now. I think we can probably flip that. I did not check the temperature. Normally I would have, but it is not at 145 degrees yet. But hey, Kentucky, if you're watching this later on the replay, after I deliver to the NFI Lowe's in Smyrna, I'm going to head to the Pilot in your town. What's it called again? Starts with L, not Lumberton. I'm drawing a blank. But I'm going to head there and do a 10, and maybe we can hang out a little bit. Or anybody else that's in Nashville too, I guess. I don't know if I got anything else for you guys. I can kind of maybe recap on some of my trucker must-haves. I've been promoting that video a little bit as far as telling people about it. Because, I don't know, I thought it was some good information in it. If you hadn't seen it, it's on the Truckerjim channel. It is an edited video. called 20 plus, what was it, 20 plus 20 plus trucker must-haves for the OTR driver. And this is my dirty clothes bag. I got this for about $3 from Dollar General, and it's pretty well made. It even has, you know, a little handle to carry it, and then a drawstring to keep it tight so your clothes won't fall out. I just keep mine on the other side of the passenger seat, along with a ring light and a stand for. But hey, request sent. Now here's the situation. This weekend's Mother's Day, right? I got a call, was it yesterday? Saying after I delivered to Smyrna, this was before I even picked up the Smyrna load, do I want to go home or back to Texas? And you know, I did my last reset out here on the road, so you know, I've been out like 2 weeks. And I was like, go home, because I got a music video I want to finish with my son. I just ordered some things that's coming in the mail, like my cord buddy for my guitar. I think it'll maybe help me get to playing a little faster than I have been. And it's Mother's Day, right? So as soon as that happened, I started making plans with my son, my mom, and you know, all of this kind of stuff. And then I get a call from the planner this morning, and he's acting like he didn't know nothing about me trying to go home, even though dispatch called and was asking the question for him, and informed me on what my plan is. And instead of arguing with them, and I'm tired of being pissed off, you know. I think my time's short here anyway, so let me do what I gotta do and make some freaking money right now. All right, here we go. We stick that in 100 and... Now this came from the freezer, so you know, it was not thawed out. And I never thaw out fish. I always, you know, if it's froze, I start it froze. But that's not ready yet. That's only 90 degrees. But if I didn't have a meat thermometer, I'll be like, I don't know, that might be done. And I'd have to cut it to see. And it would be so freaking pink inside. That made me think of something else. But it would be so pink inside and would not be ready. But then I'd have to put it back in there and finish and cooking it when it's already cut. That, my friends, is not a good practice to do if you're wanting to, you know, cook stuff that's absolutely delicious and cooked perfectly. No, it'd be all dry and wouldn't be nearly as good. Chicken goes the same way. Meat thermometer is a game changer on that. Can't recommend it enough. Boy, that's good. I tell you, never mind. I ain't even gonna go into that. Let's check your comments again. We got 16 of you tuned in, and 5 of you have hit the thumbs up. Baby back ribs with Gates barbecue sauce for dinner tonight. That sounds good, Too Tall Rob. Lebanon, that's right. That's the town I was trying to think of, Lebanon. That's where I intend to shut down tonight, which will give me about a I don't know, maybe 560, 570 miles for the day. All right, let's check it again. Still, okay, we're 107, 109, 111, 112. Okay, that's still not quite done. But while we're doing that, now, I have got 31 hours and 17 minutes left on my 17-hour clock, right? So I thought I was gonna, you know, after the Nashville area, Smyrna, you know, I might have to go an hour or so out of town, but then would start headed back towards upstate South Carolina, which wouldn't be a killing it week. You know, that would probably, including the 4 hours I've still got to go to my delivery, I would have shut down and ended my week with probably, you know, 16, 17 hours of clock left, which that ain't a great week, but you know, it's not horrible. you know, as far as what the miles and the money will add up to. But now, since that ain't happening anymore, I'm going to Nashville. Well, I'm sorry, Louisville. So Paul Wibbles, if you're watching this, the next day I'll probably be shut down. Well, I don't know. I'll probably need to drive a little further than that. But here's what we're looking at. This is today, and these have been the last few days. This was my reset day, Sunday. So I've got like 4 days before I'm going to get this 10 hours and 37 minutes left. Now, once I get to this, then I'm golden for the next 3 days, because after Houston, I'm going to Greensboro, and then from Greensboro, I'll work my way back to South Carolina and do a reset. I'm thinking I would get back there Thursday, and it'll just take me a long weekend. So what that means, because I don't want to do a reset and be shut down for 34 freaking hours. Are you kidding me? Again? No. So I'll be running on recaps. And when you run on recaps, you can't have days like I usually like to have, because you'll run out of time. So I'm going to have like a 7-hour day, an 8-hour day, something like that. Shorter days. Let's see, 26 divided by 4. Man, that's only a 6-hour a day average. But I'll figure that out later, and we'll talk about it in another video. But I try to use whatever the situation I'm in. Why is this not hotter than that? To my advantage. Okay. We're at like 130 degrees. So I figured that'll give a good opportunity here over the next couple of days. I can work on a video, because heck, I gotta have something to do with my time. If I can't, you know, knock out $600, I'm probably gonna have like from a couple of 380, maybe 400 mile days. But that will keep me from having to do a reset on the road, because I want to take time off at home, because I got some things I want to do. Got some things I've ordered in the mail, a couple books, my tube, I keep wanting to call it tube buddy, but guitar buddy, chord buddy is what it's called. Y'all like my new shirt? It's kind of funky, isn't it? I usually don't wear things exactly like this, but I was in Houston. I had to shut down a little early, and there was a Ross, and I looked around, and this was regular $38 t-shirt, right? I got it for $7. I wasn't planning on wearing it until I took a shower, and I was like, hey, I'll put on that new shirt. Because all I've got to do is a drop and hook later today, and I think Louisville's the same thing, so I don't really have to get dirty. Okay, this should be done by now. This one don't look as delicious as some have in the past. If it's 145 degrees, I'm taking it out. And it is. It's actually hotter than that on the side. But the center is really where you want to take your temperature from. Oh yeah, that's plenty. So now, we'll move this to our cutting board. But that is a tuna steak, people, cooked in the air fryer with a little avocado. And the air fryer is pretty easy cleanup. I just close the door, unplug it, and since I wiped it out last night when I used it, and I'll probably do it again later, I just pretty much put it up. There's a little bit of grease in the bottom, but it don't matter. It'll heat back up and all that. And we'll dust a little salt on our tuna. Give that just another moment to cool down and to finish cooking, and then we'll slice into it, try it out, and it's gonna be a wrap on this video. How does that sound? Are we really at the 30-minute mark already? Hit me up, Jim, if you're passing through Kansas, I-70 Junction City, apple fritters for life. Oh man, no, start tempting me with apple fritters. Good fresh ones are hard to beat. All right, I am caught up on there. If anybody wants to throw a thumbs up to help with the algorithms, that would be kind of cool. Let's turn our light on. Spin this around. And now's the moment of truth. I think we're gonna have a little bit of pink, but not much. That's right, a little bit of pink, but not much. That might be slightly cooked more than I intended it, but it's not gonna be all dry and flavorless. It's got a little crust on it too from the pepper and the salt. Look at that. And now let's try it. Wow, that's real good. Very good. Good flavor to it. I should have took it out a little earlier than I did, or maybe even a lower temperature, because it's not as juicy and flavorful as some that I've made in the past. So for the perfect one, maybe it's slightly overcooked. But that kind of happens when you're trying to do it live, right? And hold your phone in your hand while you do it. But that's a wrap, guys. I'm gonna finish my way to Smyrna and shut down at Lebanon tonight, and then head up to Louisville, and then I will start working my way to Houston, and then after that Greensboro, North Carolina, and then after that heading to the house. But hopefully we'll have, like a video between now and then, maybe even two, since I have all that time. If you guys got any ideas or something you'd like for me to talk about, leave it below in the comments. Let me finish chewing my food. Is it rude to eat and do live YouTube videos? It probably is. I'm sure someone has a problem with it. But I guess I'm going to end the video and eat my tuna. I'll see you guys next time. But until then, be safe out there and keep on